Alright, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Somehow, during the reign of Prananarayan, the empire is still expanding slowly but surely. But the thing is that this Samrat is a Brahmin, additional dynastic kinslayer, but I still have the child traits, which I'll pick up more traits. I inherited the bad traits of my father, but, however, we could try to turn it all around. Also, something I should spend. Like, I need a new tutor. Get me somebody with philosophy. He's the doctor of philosophy, but he's got all the bad traits, so he'll be philosophical tutor. When I turn 16, when I become adult, I will be tutored by him to give me a philosophy, or maybe, hopefully, even though it's a rare chance, become a doctor of philosophy. I don't know if that would work like that, but maybe I'll pick up a philosophy, and hopefully not Chavaka. That's bad for my future. Well, what's good for the future is threat level is lowered enough where we could fight against these Zoroastrians, as they still are expanding themselves. Where we could expand down there. But will the council allow it? Yes. That would also mean that members of that Mazdan defensive pact would also be at me. And who would that be? I would like to know. Looking. 3,000. Some of that was mercenaries. Who else I'm up against if that war is declared? Khanates. These nomads. Khaganates. What is? Who else? Jagan. Oh, it ain't very much. You could take them all on. Although, the one good thing about being a Brahmin is, hey, more karma. Not to mention, we have a glorious temple of Chola Mandala. You have the classic poetry and its bloodlines. That's good. I think a quick war will definitely do. Matter of fact, just to get yourselves ready, get to position and then we'll start the war. You don't want to start it right off the bat. And also take it on a learning education. My guardian is him, which hopefully he can help me with it. But with him being cynical, I'm worried that he might give me that cynical trait. So is there anybody around here that is shrewd? Shrewd-minded? Because I want to pick up that trait before. Yeah, my Chancellor, Maharaja of Delhi. Give me that shrewd trait. If you can. As we'll skip a bit more time because, again, nothing I can do for the Regency very much. I can start a war if I want to. Just gotta get the retinue in position. More karma for you. Ambitious, zealous. Oh, that's the worst. So definitely not him. In position. Sheikdom. But that's Maharaja. Oh boy. That's going to be problematic. The heir to the kingdom, and also heir to the Sheikdom of Nizwa, wherever Nizwa is. If that leaves, then that'll be strong claims for me, and we have to fight that war. But you got concubines, so you better have a son soon, or there's going to be hell to pay. Stole my idea. Holy War for Vanga. Because that was my next target. But then again, if I declare a war, that means the vassals' war will be stopped, and it becomes my war. Let's start. If the council wills. Yeah. And after that big gain, then we can't declare any more wars afterwards. It's a good place to assemble. We're gonna be hitting this. Let's do it. Got him. Thinking about things, I conclude that everything in the world is not as priests say it is. Now I'm cynical. Back to you. Boy, I'm gonna have quite a bit of time trying to turn my whole life around. And don't send me that stuff. I know where my loyalties lie. Go through here. Do that. Due to my court intrigue, well beyond my present ability to comprehend, my current serving regent has been replaced with another. Okay. And it's the philosopher. Very well done, Ed. I know we don't see each other eye to eye, and you're envious. Saying that you're good with poetry. Maybe I should be your guardian regent. How about it? We'll go on. This guy was trying to steal my stuff. Books, 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 books. Hey, same sword as mine, right? Yeah. Samrat. Yeah, everybody's assembled. Nearly. It's the only place I could tolerate. Go with them. As long as you occupy, we're okay. Just some luck. I'll be sure to spend on something in the future. Something big. It's not time to look for another resource. And hey, I could finally compose a book, but I think it can wait. What a sweet blitz. There, 100% war score. At least we're able to win a quick victory. Oh, meanwhile, well, finish your little war too and bring it home. We could push this man's claim. But then again, we can't expand anymore because we hit it big time. But that line is still mainly Bengali still. I don't suppose you know any Bengalis around here. Oh, just give it all to him. But I can't. Needs to be approved by Regent. Just a moment. We'll figure these out. Or just tell the council to ask help. Shoot. Thinking. What are you, nuts? Yeah, everybody's got their own ideas. Okay. They all like the idea of giving, but not the whole kingdom. That's just, you know, ridiculous. You will be the future king of Bengal. Now this, he's not willing to give away. What, do I have to give it to somebody else now? Hey, you're at war. This may sound like a stupid idea, but you want this? But for now... Until the regency is done, is finished. Bring it on back here. Oh, you always thought about what's another wonder I should build. We finished the temple here. Apparently I did not give that away. There you go. So apparently I did not finish the, but like I thought about it. I mean, I finished the glorious temple of Chola, the Hindu temple, while the Great Harbor is still in the works. And I thought about building another wonder. The question is where and what it should be. How goes it? It's gonna join the Empire soon. I'm excited. Yep, it's connected. It's now part of the Western Protectorate, which is ever powerful these days. In which, why in God's name are we gonna fight holy wars against them? They're Taoists. They haven't done nothing wrong, have they? Also at where? Karupamangara. Okay. Is that like up in the northernmost provinces? Yes. That's what they were referring to. Not some border dispute war. Just be glad that China does not have a single foot. Oh, yep, that area. Yeah, that's going to be a problem in the far, far future. Now, the wonder. I originally had, you know, build a university in Gaya in mind because that's the home of Nalanda, which is, you know, where that old Buddhist university was located. Now, how much would that be? No, not possible, because lack of tolerance level and legalism in that area. Or do it just like I did with the previous series with Assyria, and that's get a magnificent garden. What I'm trying to think, where in India was known for its magnificent gardens? Huh. But then again, don't spend it right now, just spend it here locally. You know, build stuff that helps you make more money. More money, more troops in the future. So just continue with your childhood. You're going to be an adult soon. I'll say, hey, aren't you going to take care of that problem of yours? Usurp the title of Kingdom of Punjab. Punjab is now part of the Empire. Excellent. So soon Gujarat will be ours. And Rajputana and Sindh are the two kingdoms left. And soon we'll take up to, what is that place called? Gandhara. We'll have to fight for Gandhara in the future then. This would be a huge step for the unification of India, in which this part of Bihar remains, Bengal, and Kamarupa, modern state in Assam. Oh. Just bring them home and stay home. I like to climb, wrestle, and run. As I grow older, I'm beginning to notice I'm physically stronger than the others. Feels good to be strong. Alright, a little more health. And a tad bit of diplomacy. Which I still would like to turn all that around. Rise of the Shia, which is taking place there. 10,000 versus 23,000. Hey, can we expand our retinue size since we keep getting bigger and bigger? Oh, hell yes. There we go. And in total, oh my, 7,000. Wait a minute. Where did these come from? Or did I just click on the wrong thing? I could have sworn I clicked. Oh man, I clicked the wrong thing. Okay, archers. Chola Company. Mercenaries? I did not hire mercenaries. The garden retinue. I forgot about the old garden retinue. Why did I say garden retinue? The temple retinue. Sorry. Habit from Assyria. Now anyways, the actual total is going to be 6,000. Forgot about the upkeep. Temple retinues should only be raised during times of civil war. I forgot they were still with us. New school of thought. Daniel has been talking to old cultured men recently. It appears he founded a philosophical school to rival the ancients. Their thoughts on art, literature, and the government of man are truly remarkable. This Olympian philosophy will go far. That's for diplomacy. Arborean band, as in Albanian. I think. They're getting bigger. And expanding more and more and more. Norse name for Novgorod. Just until October then. And my purpose in life will begin. To try to turn all this around. Lifestyle-wise. And to give away a few counties. Come on, hurry up. What are you doing? They have 3,000 you got one? Okay, tell you what, now I'm going to know what I'm going to do with that money. I'm going to give you so much money that you better hire mercenaries and you better subjugate that territory. Got it? I'll get you up to 2,000, and it should be enough for you to hire mercenaries and to maintain them. Have you married anyone yet? You have not. And neither has she. I'll think about that in the future. Castle towns have been built, which means more income. Just to make that realm more prosperous than one needs to be. Thank goodness. I finished my education in ways of faith and learning. I found the lessons rather tedious. Learning is dull but important. I've always loved playing with others. I still do. And I became a lunatic in the process. Oh boy. Tell you what. Despite all that, I'll join the other. I'm not, despite all that. All these pagan warrior lodges because we're bored with them. It's only because I have to be of their faith, which is impossible at this point. Oh wow, +5 for being a Brahmin. Well, at least there's one benefit in being a Brahmin. But if I wish to become a sannyasi, you have to get rid of greedy, and get rid of cynical, and get rid of lunatic. Which is highly doubtful, but become kshatriya. Which would cost me a huge amount of money. And has to have good learning. I don't know, maybe I want to stick to being a Brahmin. Maybe it's working out for me, at least for now. Plus, I don't want to start a family because, you know, he's got that third bloodline along with the other two. So, I will remain Brahmin. Not changing my disposition. So just let the realm prosper and, think. Because I need something else that would also help out with the learning skill even more. In addition of, oh, writing a book. Like something with learning. And get me a guru to try to help me find to help me attempt to get rid of the bad traits. I mean, being a Buddhist is out of the question. But if I want more learning, could at least go for scholarship. Build an observatory. Ancient deity. Oh, bouncing out a bit. Ganesha, the remover of obstacles. I'm going to try to be a religious man, despite the fact that I'm a very bad person. Because people are led to believe that I am the reincarnation of Samarati Rajaraj. Yeah, I may be widely hated, but you will soon respect me. And I'd like you to teach me of your philosophy. If I become a doctor of philosophy, though highly unlikely, would be great. Oh, I forgot about these. What happened to them? Okay, we control a lot of silk trade posts, so values up. Oh, by the way, finally give this county to you. And finally gonna give you, Kutch, right? You wanted Kutch? Or is it he that wanted Kutch? Yes. Can't vassalize them. But interestingly, we can push a man's claim, even though that's too far from it, since that's impossible right now. Even if I were to gamble on it, they'll be all over me. What's little left of Tibet to submit? Because, you know, China's bigger than ever before. And you can't be... And if we were to fight them in the future, it's just going to be for one. But of course, you would risk, you know, facing the mighty armies of China. Again, look who you're up against. Even the Europeans are against you. Even if... What the... Oh, y'all managed to become, Hindus. Even though that Hindu presence is rather minor. What would be most interesting, like even if I declared a war and then defense packs against you and armies of Europe would only be getting that, but they'll never get far through here because of supply limits. Look, I am not considering doing that. That's insanity. Only a more capable, militaristic ruler could do that such a thing. At least you were able to take back the little county. What's taking you so long? The Guru Vikrama. Yeah, he's my court guru now. I could become kshatriya caste, but honestly, I kind of want to stick being Brahmin because of some of its benefits. Sure, people are still mad because I'm of the wrong caste that should not be ruling an empire, but it's just a temporary appointment. Unless people want to say, oh, just stop that stupid nonsense. Look, I can't become a sannyasi because of that lunatic trait. And due to that theology focus, sometimes lunatic could turn into possessed, and you can't get rid of possessed ever. You might as well just commit suicide. Now as for you, marriage options ain't limited. Yeah, I'm thinking of her here. Same age, but lustful, more chances of having children. We're not marrying for anybody's claims anymore. So, there you have it. And get the money. Well, they've done it. Oh, one day, all this is going to become China. The Shia Caliphate is going to get Jerusalem, which does not concern us. My observatory is finally ready, so Gary and this fish prepare to make my first observations. Wonder what strange things I will discover. Let's see. Ajma. We ought to get that one of these days. Gujarat is in the empire now. But now, little of what's left of Rajputana. Finally glad that Gujarat is part of the empire now. Here they call him the Cruel. One less faction member to worry about. Military advances. Up on the skirmish techniques. And, oh yes. I guess not. Well-dressed merchants across an audience. The man presents himself as Master Nathan Ben Leonard, the representative of the Jewish Radhanite merchants and employers everywhere, seeking to set up an office in Goa, but lack the funds. If you would sponsor us, we'd be eternally grateful. Shoddy office will not do. You will govern that area. Whoever's the owner of the county of Goa, we'll give it back to you. You know, them's the rules. It's just as long as there's income in that area. Help me and help you. Yep, it's starting to look more like India now. Go for that route, because eventually a constant work of my tutor is giving me no fruit. Now I doubt my ability to accomplish anything. Such a shame. If I die of stress, then I'm sure that everybody in the Empire would just breathe a sigh of relief. Whereas for me, I'm trying to get on the road to redemption. I got all the karma I need. It's just we live in a period of peace now. And they call me the Butcher. Huh. Good question. Because honestly, tired of all the bad nicknames that these last three rulers have been getting. They probably call me the Butcher with burning all these people. Observing the movements of the stars at night, I've begun to see some regular patterns. These observations have raised many new questions. I'm starting to wonder, for example, if the Earth is really the center of it all. Interesting. Did not become diligent, unfortunately. Vicious rumors been circulating about it. A lot of effort to finally manage to trace them back to the Maharaja of the other kingdom. How dare you? You were my regent. That lubricus, lubrious, I never heard of that word before. Never seen that word before. Heck. Remember, charity. More charity. Hopefully I'll pick up a good trade or get rid of one of the bad ones. As I have green fingers. I'm no longer deceitful. I use lies and deceit to get out of trouble to fulfill my desires. Following the path of Adi Shankara has taught me better. Praise be Shiva. More diplomacy means people gonna look at me a bit more highly. Research I conduct in my observatory at night is proving deeply fascinating. I've pushed my studies further, but I need to purchase more equipment for it to be meaningful. Must move forward. Boss. What's up there? Not my kin, but still. Had children yet? There's always a chance. Just want the more prestigious bloodline to be in circulation. And I'll figure out what wonder I should build and where. Especially someplace safe, because it seems up north not quite safe. So maybe somewhere else. Like, I would like to build a magnificent garden, because, you know, that was a good wonder for us during the Assyrian series, the previous series. Well, I'm looking something up a bit. My nightly studies of the movements of social bodies increasing my knowledge of a great many things. I feel that I'm getting close to understanding the universe. I sense a harmony out there. Oh, wow. Price of decadence. The ruling dynasty of the Mohammedan Sultanate has been overthrown by the zealous and hard-living tribesmen of the Shamir dynasty. Their decadent sultan has been toppled, freeing any vassals from their bondage to the unworthy sultan. But the sultanate gone, time will tell if a worthy dynasty will up to the task restoring authority to the region. Bloated fools. I mean, they can't be decadent because Merchant Republic. That's how it works. So yeah, they broke apart. And speaking of breaking apart, that tends to happen. Let's mask up a bit more. I was, the piece of the glorious temple's fallen off again. Oh boy. Repairs are to be started at once. Still make a good bit of income. I was looking up most beautiful gardens in India on my little iPad here. The list of most beautiful. One is in Srinagar in Jammu and Kashmir. We don't own that area, so I don't even plan on building it there. Too dangerous. Hanging Garden in Mumbai, Maharashtra. So, down here in Thana. That's safe. Hanging Garden in Maharashtra. You know, that'll be the next site. I was thinking Ujjain, but yeah, not really. But that's where I decide this magnificent garden will be built. That's going to spend half of my money, but it'll take 7 years to get it done. A magnificent garden in Thana. Because that county, even though Mumbai does not exist in this timeline, but that's where it is. It's in that area. Now I will take a vow of celibacy since I don't plan on having children ever with this character. And continue with the purity. Which eventually will get rid of that greedy trait. Don't want to do any more kinslaying now. Just put her in a dungeon. You what? Oh, I was talking Srinagar earlier, but you took a bit of part of Kashmir? Yeah, Srinagar. You glorious bastards did it. And just for that, you also inherited a part of that. Kashmir it is, even though it's not de jure part of India, despite what the media tells you. But here you go. See? Kashmir is part of Tibet, de jure. Not Rajasthan or any part of India. But, you have made it known. But if you can manage to expand into Gandhara, I'd be a happy man. Because I can't do any more expansions. Now it's up to the vassals. I've been bothering my upadas for weeks trying to glean some insight into the work of proper scholars. Today I suggest secluding myself in prayer. at the highest peak of the palace could be a shortcut to inspiration. I could do this all night. Maybe I should. I can no longer ignore the irritation in my throat. I begin to violently cough. Certain that the illness is caused by too much laughter. To make me better, he forbid everyone to tell me the jokes and provided me with tedious tomes. Whatever you say. Seljuks are, oh my goodness, where did they get that army? Working in my observatory lately, I'm often frustrated by broken equipment, weeks on into cloudy weather, and frequent interruptions by curious intruders and even animals. It's very hard to maintain concentration and get anything done. Must persist. The truth is out there. I've become diligent. Excellent. I want to have. Best in place. Yeah, it's cool. Not to worry. As long as you know what you're doing. Yeah. Brought a croaking bucket into my chambers, told me to expose my upper body. He grabbed a toad, got it with a deft hand, and proceeded to place the still twitching carcass on my chest. Continued until the bucket was empty and my torso was covered. Better. Keep it up. Expanding upwards. And go on a pilgrimage? Sure. To where? I've gone to Varanasi before. I've gone to Mathura, I think. But let's go to Girnar, even though our ancestors once visited this area long ago. I believe it was Parantaka, the first. It's a Jain holy site, but it's also a Hindu holy site as well. And was holy to Buddhists, too. But they don't go there anymore. To the ancient mountains again. I want to discuss of the Mahabharata. My studies of the celestial spirits are progressing well. I see that movements and relationships I never dare guess that. It seems clear to me now that the laws that guide the movements of the stars must also be reflected on Earth in some way. And what is Earth? My goodness. County of Lhasa. Which means it's gonna go to China. Just this one county. That's +1 money. A large group of mounted warriors block our way. The local Raja is a man that taken upon himself to relieve pilgrims, merchants, or other travelers of some of the wealth that allowed them their passage. Turning back is not an option. We either pay for it or we have to fight these men. Pay them their fee. Cheapskates. A pilgrimage is as much as an adventure as a journey through the physical realm. As my goal grows ever closer, the people I meet and the places I see has made me reflect and reevaluate things I thought knew about life. This is a marvelous opportunity in which I become a poet. Hey. I arrived at the temple district of Thati at the foot of Girnar. A long set of stairs will take me up to the sacred mountain to see the shrines and temples. It was here that Krishna was once confined by his mother, where he tricked Kalayavana to meet the inflaming ire of the sleeping Muchakunda. As I reached above that shrine, I observed hundreds of naked sadhus making their offerings to Shiva and bathing themselves in the tank of the temple. The entire place is resounding with sounds and music. According to some, Shiva himself is near. I must continue my ascent. There are people here from every corner of the world. Though we are united in reverence to this holy place, their languages, clothes, and even the people themselves seem exotic and different. Meeting and conversing with strangers in itself is an experience will impact me more than the religious aspects of the pilgrimage. So, I must observe and learn about the peoples in the world, which I learn nothing. Absolutely nothing. I'm at home at last after my journey. I've learned new things and experienced the greatness of the faith and met with interesting people. While it's good to be home, I'm confident I'll always remember this trip very fondly. Great experience. Yeah. Bajari Hussain. Our child Hussain. In which he knows how to defend himself. Still, kinda odd. Arab Hindus. I don't know about this. He can help me with my poetry. I'm a poet, you know. I was about to say, I figured it's about that time again. Look for another resource. Tell you, we should be naturally married to... Oh, just some local guy. Just want the bloodline to continue. Somewhere else. Someone else? She don't know nothing. How many have I killed? 34? I must be going on a record. I'm sure you've made a breakthrough. Ptolemy and Aristotle must be mistaken. The Earth revolves around the Sun. That is why planets do not travel straight on the sky, and the tides shift on the ocean. Do I really want... I mean, I'm a Brahmin, but I should just continue my studies in secret. I will be a scholar. That's more learning, and it's definitely good for the devotion gain, which I'm gaining a lot, which will now donate to charity, as I will soon become a guru. But again, I'm far away from any possibility of becoming a sannyasi, because that lunatic trait is largely that part. Jihad fails. Maybe you took where? Oh yeah, another piece of that. Good job. You're soon moving up to Assam, Kamarupa. Every time I ride off the hunt, I hear an arrow whiz past me. It's only because I anticipate I can avoid. No one else seems to notice it, and I've tried to stop convincing my friends that it's real. I never found that arrow, as I'm already stressed. Idiots. Alright. Remember, Tamil names. Or Tamil dynasty to enter. Funny name. They still hold a grudge. I understand. You people are mad at the fact that I'm Brahmin. I'm trying to make things right. Nowhere near being done with that garden. Revolt's about to win. Which means the sun is gonna be next. Oh, what else? I'm trying to think of money to spend. Oh, yes, these. More elephants. Not war, more. More. Get it right. Do not forget. There. Money well worth spending. Passing through this time fast, because what else can I do? Can't expand any more with the defensive pact. I could press a claim on what little is left of the Chola kingdom, which would be Rajputana. I will help you. I'll make sure to put a large Ganesha statue. For he's the remover of obstacles, and I have a very hard obstacle to remove. And if I ever die because of stress, so be it. As long as he gets a future. And nobody dared assassinate me. Keep it up, Raja. You can do it. Beware of the Seljuks. They are a powerful enemy. It's because the invasion of Casus Belli is what's made them got their spawned troops. Again, Turkish in origin, but they're a Persian culture. And build a temple? Alrighty then. It'll be in Madurai. The land of the temples, I would be calling that. At least they haven't told me to switch to theology, which I was considering it. Now I get to be guru. And soon I'll be Archer. Maybe I should take up that theology focus. Remember, small chance of getting a lunatic, but it would be bad because it would also turn to possessed. And possessed is going to make things worse than it needs to be. So just wait on it. At least you're a nice guy. Maybe one day I'll teach you a virtue, as I'm about to be a guru. Name it after yourself. Try. Could have sworn I thought we already had that title. Guess you must have destroyed it. Oh, wait a minute. When was this destroyed? Oh, just now. Because some guy inherited it and he goes, oh, the hell way over there. Simply for the sake of it. I'll get that made and I'll give it to you. Or whoever is the core of that region. There you go, have at it. And continue to wait for the threat level to go down before I can finally take any action. In which I said the unification of India is slowly becoming a reality. Which I believe it's going to take one more century, then it's going to be fully united. Even if we have to fight against China for it. Temple's finished. And I thought about building 2 cities here in the future. Now I'm humble. Haven't picked up charitable or lose greedy. Don't do that. No longer greedy. Philosophers teaching things. Are you winning? Oh, you're not. Oh boy. Let me send you some money and hopefully go get yourself some mercenaries and fight back. Willing to give it all away. That's where we make money so dang fast. Actually, save it. We're still looking for resources. Now go further now. Come on, go get some. It's only brief. Unless I'm gonna have to start. I saw one that has banished. No money, out. I wouldn't want to do that. This is just to prevent you from forming factions. But I could possibly be making a mistake. I just need a little more money, that's all. Disease originated from Gujarat. How many children do you have? You're getting good at it. That I can say. provide more charity. Will I finally become charitable? Just to up that diplomacy skill a bit. Yes, and I'm no longer cruel. I'm getting way more diplomacy skill now, which is just pretty much the way it tells you that. See, I can redeem myself. Guess if he wants it. I ain't got no friends, right? Just one. Well, soon we'll have another. Focus on those studies. Because very soon I'll become our child. Which life will be a lot easier. Found a steel furnace in Madurai. I asked the Trade League for assistance. Back to depth again. I'm big paranoid. Food is fine. So I'm no longer paranoid. Garden's almost finished. Oh yeah, that old Chancellor. He finally needs to go. And I don't think that guy's gonna be long for that world either. Now I become a child. The fastest rising member. One would think I probably became the youngest Archaya at age 25 because of my Brahmin upbringing. So one would think I am religiously devout, but not quite. We're getting there. Just gotta get rid of Senegal and somehow get rid of Lunatic. And once that's done, then you're up. So let's actually switch to theology. Take it up by chance. And I will take up meditation. Remember? I'll figure this out on my own. But the wisdom of Shiva is beyond my understanding at this point. Defeat my desires with a fast. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm gluttonous and I become a rampant sinner. You were doing so good. Yeah, gluttoness is not a thing you would want to have. I heard some disturbing tales regarding your time to holy seclusion, Archaya. I fear you are not yet ready for the consolation I expect you. We will visit this mission at a later date, but for the time being, must consider this as a failure. Yeah, it didn't went well. But you can't deny, fastest rising Archaya at... How dare you break away from independence. Get back here. Now. May be a mistake, because you're just prolonging the threat, and you're going to have to rely on the vassals for expansion. Twins. Yes, slowly but surely, they're just eating up the rest of Tibet. If I had it my way, I would love to fight against China just to grab just this one piece of the county, which is de jure part of the Bengal. The Prince of Lanka wants the Chola Empire. Get ready. Unless I put a hit on him and someone's going to get him before he launches that invasion. I'll end this episode soon. Knowing that, yeah, it's just a lot of nothing happening and this and that and the other. But at least there is a future. Even though everybody's Kannada. That's all I gotta say about that. What does the religion map look like? There's still Hindus, there's still Jains, and Buddhists are almost non-existent except for, obviously, Sri Lanka itself. There's still Buddhists, it's just Hindus are just slowly taking over. They're finally gonna come into the Empire now. You lost, didn't you? White piece. Shameful. Shameful, I say. And, I'm gonna antagonize the Trade League as I still want some of the payment because, you know, we didn't have much of an option. Fauna Garden complete. Let's see here. Only if we have a mystic character we can create that Fountain of Youth, just like we did with the previous Assyrian series. And we talk about the Hanging Garden in that area of Maharashtra. Let's do it. Develop more tolerance, which means women now can be marshals and allow change of gender preference laws. But I don't think all the vassals like me very much still. Mostly because of wrong caste and anything else. And some of the vicious rumors they said about me. And the fact that I'm gluttonous don't help it either. We'll stop the episode at the beginning of next year. So we'll stop it right now. There. So, despite the fact that it's like, yeah, we did gain this area and little bits of Gujarat, and soon what's left of it will be subjugated, finally. And one of these days, those two areas will join the Empire, and Gandhara, and then up to Assam, and a tiny bit of that which will have to fight China in probably a very grueling war in the future. So, One thing is for certain, as I say that a lot on here, that in the next century, India will be united. And there can be just one Empire of India. Which, by the way, how much do we control de jure part of Bengal? 78%. So, if you could just at least one more holy war, and then I will create the Bengal Empire title. It's the Bengal Empire title, and which subsequently we'd look eastward, in which we control how much of Rajasthan? 67% of Rajasthan. And when you have these three empire titles, get them all de jure or holy war by any means, and then Empire of India. That's going to happen in 50 years tops. That's what I'm predicting. But of course, the reign of the Brahmin Samrat will continue if he can redeem himself and be a lunatic or possibly die. Whichever comes first. Because soon, a slightly more prestigious line of the Chola will begin, as he's, once again, he's having a lot of children, so he's really facilitating a grand dynasty in the future. So, you could say, look, as tense as this empire is, at least it has a future. And India does have a future. So, we hope you'll be seeing us in the future more of Chola. Till then, so long for now.